So good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. And after months and months of rain during the winter period here in the Netherlands, everybody knows after rain comes immensely thick fog. Look at this, amazing conditions, and I'm very happy with this and it looks really promising. I actually had a completely different plan. I wanted to go to a forest to make maximum use of this thick fog, but then I was driving on the freeway and I looked up and there's a big clear sky above it. So the fog isn't that high, you know, it's at ground level. And then I always think to myself, let's go to a open area where that light can hit the fog and create these magical colors. So took the first turn off the freeway where I knew was a suitable place where we can photograph. That's where I am right now, so let's go find some shots. So I just took a quick shot of this tree over here. Looks pretty nice, but it's not what I'm looking for. You know, this tree here, the shape is nice. Photographed it before, but it's faced the opposite side of the sunrise. So what I'm actually looking for is a beautiful tree or a grouping of trees facing the sunrise. You know, everything above this fog is blue. So if the sun is coming through, oh, it's gonna be magic, absolute magic. And it's been a long time since I've seen those conditions here in the Netherlands. I know some people just called me the fog man on this channel. Well, today's another one of those days. I can feel it. Yeah, that's another one of those trees over here, just popping out of nowhere due to the mist, and the sun is behind here. So this would be a nice opportunity here, but still moving on. I still have about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna scout around here a little bit, see the right, see what's the right frame to start with. But this is absolutely an one of them that has a chance. So I found another nice grouping of trees here on the left side here. I think it's difficult to see with the camera with all this fog around, but there are two trees a little bit faded away in the back, and there's one standing before it in front, very dominant. But it's the set of trees that pulled my attention. But still, this is facing the other way that I was just looking at, but the sun is rising over there, so it might create some beautiful side light. But I'm a bit struggling here because there is a bit of a wide angle shot that I'm hoping to take for a long time, but it's quite the walk from this position and there's nothing going on there. So if there's no light, I'm just going to stand there and do nothing. So bit struggling, but I don't know. Still not sure. But I'm definitely going to take this shot right now because it just looks really moody, atmospheric, just the way I like it. You know, I like these shots. I love this moody, atmospheric shot. So gonna take this one. At least I got a couple of shots in the back before this fog is clearing. They say it's gonna last for the whole morning, so it's gonna be one cracker of a morning. But oh, if this light is gonna hit through this, absolutely amazing conditions. So. Fingers crossed for that. You can see I've got my gloves back on. If you're looking for some good photography gloves, then look at Fl36 photography gloves. Absolutely amazing. They helped me in Sweden, and also here they are extremely warm. They are merino wool gloves. You can put your fingers through. There are little magnets on the side here, which you can connect it too, so they won't be in the way when you're photographing. There is a zipper here on the side that you can put heat pads in, and recently I discovered there's even a coin in there that you can use to, for example, mount your tripod plate underneath your camera if it's loosened or anything. So it's on a cord, so you can't lose it. But absolutely amazing glove. So if you're looking for photography gloves, then take a look in the description. There's a link to the website of Fl36 where you can order them. This is the Tinden, but this is quite a warm glove, but they also have them in lower editions. So yeah, that's for the promotion. Sorry about that. So I did walk around the area like I told you, and two reasons for it. First of all, there are a lot of separated trees here on this side, which I can really isolate. And on the second point, the other side of this lake, you walk just next to the tree line. And when the sun is going to rise, it's going to come from behind those trees. So it takes a while before the sun is going to hit those trees underneath there. And it looked really promising, so I walked around. And right now I'm looking up and I'm thinking, where's my blue sky? I can't see it anymore, so I'm not quite sure if this sun is gonna happen. But yeah, magical conditions, but I'm hoping for so much more. Yeah, I'm just gonna head on this side. This is the side that this wide angle shot that I'm after is. So I'm gonna walk to that side, and hopefully I can find some nice images on my way there. So let's see. So right now I'm at the spot that I was talking about earlier. It's quite close to the road here, so sorry about that noise, but you can't see anything. The sun is supposed to rise right over there, which makes me consider my options again. Maybe go and do something different, because the sun is not going to pull through here for maybe a couple of hours. But then I noticed this reflection here in the water of this little peninsula with two trees on it. And the moment I was framing it up, I hope you can still see it in the back on this side, there were 4 ducks swimming in that open space that I was leaving on the left side. So I hope they were in the right position, you know, quite difficult. I had to rush it quickly, handheld shot. Couldn't put the tripod up yet, but I think it's pretty nice. So you have this really tranquil bush with this perfect reflection, and then a couple of ducks in the background to kill that negative space. It just looks really amazing. So it would have been epic if there was going to be some sunlight coming through here, but it's not going to happen, I think. And my friend Walter, he went more north. We live quite far from each other in the Netherlands, so it's about an hour driving between us. So he went somewhere up north and he just showed me pictures of fog with a beautiful sunrise coming through it. Just what I was hoping for, but it's just not going to happen here. So yeah, I'm gonna continue. I think I really like this shot, you know, the tranquility. I really love this kind of shots. But what I was hoping for with that little bit of light, I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to continue on, see for other things, stop complaining. You know, these conditions are great. I've been waiting months for some kind of condition like this. So yeah, oh, that would have been nice. Some flying geese just going right next to that bush. Well, you can't have them all. just look at this road behind me here. You can hardly see for 20, 30 meters maximum, and someone just had a complete act of insanity here with a fan. He decided to use this spot here to turn his fan around. Almost an accident. I could already hear the other cars coming towards us, and he was standing sideways on the road here. The other cars just had to hit the grass here on the side to avoid hitting this guy. You just couldn't see him. His lights weren't facing the road, they were facing the opposite side. So absolute madness. Some people they just don't get it. Sorry for my complaining, but I was just standing there and thinking to myself, I have to drive along with those people. Absolute insane. So I just walked back up this road where I was earlier, before I went to the left, walked around all the way, came to this side, and now I'm in the same spot as what I was earlier, and I'm looking at this tree that I've seen many times, and just two geese, geese, I don't know what the multiple is. Leave it in the comments if you know, no idea. But they were swimming in front of this silhouette tree in the background. Really tranquil shot again. Yeah, I hope it worked. Looked pretty nice. But it's all this kind of stuff, you know. I love moody images, but I would have loved a little bit of light. Would have been perfect. So I guess this is quite a nice shot. You can see this grouping of trees there in the back, and there are some green patches here in the foreground in this header. And I'm trying to shoot a portrait shot where this green line, this green patch here, is leading towards those trees in the background. But the midground there isn't that particularly interesting. So I'm going to try to get a little bit closer, get lower, so I'm reducing this midground, and it isn't that big in the frame. So I'm going to try to concentrate on this green and those trees, and I'm going to do that by moving low and getting a little bit closer. So let's see if that works. So let me try to show you what I mean here. For me, it's all about this set of trees right over here, and you can see that this midground is pretty dominant in this frame, and I actually like this sort of green spots here in the foreground. But when I move lower and I go like this midground gets a little bit smaller, and which really benefits the scene. So I'm going to take this in a portrait, which is going to be a little bit like this. So I'm going to find the right spot for these patterns here, and I think it's going to be a bit like this, and that's probably going to be it. So let's see if we can get this shot the way I have it in my mind right now. So I think this is it for today's video. I've walked around here for hours. This fog isn't gonna clear, but the sun is probably somewhere up there, illuminating all this fog with this really hard light, creating this, yeah, it's not even fog anymore, it's just hard white background. So it just doesn't look that aesthetic. It's not what I'm looking for or something. So yeah, I think this is it. I think a couple of nice images, but I have to wait until I'm home. Unfortunately, the sun never came through this fog, creating these magical conditions that I was hoping for. But still, you know, I'm happy to be out here in the Netherlands, having days like this again, and hopefully with the weather getting a little bit better, the nights getting a little bit cooler again, we'll have a little bit more of these days over the next few weeks. And yeah, that would be absolute magical if we can have some of these mornings with some light through it. And I'm pretty sure that from the moment I'm going to step in that car, the sun is going to get through this fog. But well, you can't have them all, I guess. So I'm just happy that I got out today, at least got a couple of shots, and flush away this bad winter taste from the Netherlands, because it has been bad. It has been absolutely bad here. So yeah, happy to do something again, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget, please push that thumbs up button. You will massively help this channel. And there's also a subscribe button underneath this video. If you push that and select all on the notification bell, you will get a message when I release my next video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.